Here we go. Morning discovery. Working in the pit fire last night. I was able to pull one out and kind of brush it off and look at it, but there are more that are in the fire here. Got our greenhouse there. Some beautiful plant life. So this pot here was made by former student I should say now. He's a firefighter, Derek Peach. And so I ended up putting fire and smoke on this baby. And then I put a lot of love into it by putting things next to it that would burn. Right here is a pine cone, and you can see how it marked. And then you have various flash marks from pine needles and wood and smoke. And there's Derek's signature, Derek Peach. And then I also put some things on the inside to give it a smoke on the inside. Very nice piece. I will clean it up a little bit with water, and then I will polish it with wax to give it a little bit of a sheen and protect the surface. So let's see here. Let's put this to the side. Right there. Okay. And let's open up and see what else we got in here. Now I did have some pieces that were cracked and from before. I plan on putting them back together in a Japanese style of repairing pottery with gold. So that's the emphasis is on being able to repair relationships or things that go bad in life. The healing process of bringing things together is golden. And so that's what I plan on doing with the pieces that are. This is really nice. I like that. I always love variety that has, flashings, but then the open clay body to show what it was before. A nice white clay body, but then look at this. Yeah, again, pine cones up against the surface, and then pine needles for flashing, and then, just wood and any kind of combustible next to it. Leaves that carbon flash. So there's still a little bit of warmth to this. I can feel the heat from the embers. It's pretty recent. I just fired it last night, but ooh, this kind of turned out nice. A variation to this one. This is a piece of the bowl, and that's what I was talking about. I'm gonna put this together with, see, I'm testing the heat there. You don't want to burn yourself. Put this together with a golden adhesive. So here's a nice plate. Got some nice cracks. Those will look great lined with a golden adhesive right here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do that. Whether I'm going to make it out of a putty and put in a golden paint, or there may be some things I can research to be able to get that look. So this is a light smoking. It's not too charred on the inside, but this will be a nice contrast because you can see the pieces were fired at different parts of the fire. And so looking, when you put them together like that, you can see this distinct difference, but at the same time it does bond because of, originally was one piece. Let's check out the back side. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, those little, I don't know, kind of black hairs or line marks are pretty cool. And the bottom is nice and sweet. Got some more cracks that we can fill in with a golden adhesive. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. That's going to be a nice piece. And then what would be cool, once I get this all together and bonded, maybe putting mini pots in there, collection. It can be like a candy bowl, except with tiny little mini pots. Or you could just put potpourri in there and some pine cones since fall is coming. Let's see, we got one more, I think. This is a little bottle form. Now, at first okay, it's a little hot right here. So in that case, you can pull in some tools like a stick, and then I don't know. This one, let's see what the backside is. This one is super light. Not a whole lot of marking around the pot. There are some flashes, you can see. So then I think what I'm going to do with this one is on the next firing, I'm going to put this back in and do some more work with it. I think I'll be more, I think I'll personalize my efforts towards this one. The other ones I actually hand, I don't know how you'd say it, work more by hand, you know, putting in pine needles and pine cones while it was still burning and using sticks to get in and around it. This one was more to the bottom, so I really wasn't able to put personal touches to it. It was just the fire itself kind of burning it down. So, you know, live and learn. It's all about growing and learning from your experiments. Now, just in case I forgot, I am going to dig in here a little bit and see if there is one more. I forgot about that. Yeah. This one is more of a pinch pot, and I made it as a piece that would be a surrounding backdrop or a little cave for maybe one of my figurines. So it's a little bit more raw and really not necessarily refined. Some finger marks in there. That's pretty nice flashing. This looks like it would be a nice little environment, a little cave, so to speak, so that I can make a little figurine or something and then just like set it right in here, and it gives it a nice backdrop or a little alcove to be able to kind of spotlight whatever figure I want to do. So there we go, we got another one of those. That one I think turned out pretty nice. I think, you know, it's not too much. I wonder what else is in here. Anything else I did? You know, there's some shards. I think this is a shard to that vase. Or, I'm sorry, to the little, no, actually that's just a piece of charcoal ember. Anything else in here? What do we got? Well, and another thing is, if I don't find it right now, if there is something in here, it's my fire pit, so I can come back and when I go to load another pit fire collection, then I might stumble on it. Now I have to tell you, these are already bisque fired, so I've already put them into a kiln and fired them at a low temperature so they're more solid, you know, rather than if you put fresh pottery in the fire and you've got wood on top of it, you got a chance to crush it. But also, if the fire goes up too hot too fast, now the moisture in that pot is going to cause it to pop. So I like to bisque fire them first, get them a little bit more solid and stable, and then do this. You could do it without firing it, but there's a lot of love and caution when you do it. You know, you'd have to surround the pieces with some protective grating or brickwork, and then when you do your fire, you start real slow, you know, just kind of warming up the pots, and then over a period of an hour or so, you start adding more, and then, you know, within a couple hours you can really get that blaze going, but you got to do it slow. If you just nuke it right away, it'll just blow all those pots up. And then, yeah. So there you go, peeps. Hope that inspires you. That's how I get to start my morning. I've already had a couple meetings with the school. I'm going back with a couple more meetings. But yeah, it was a nice little break in between. Have a great day.